flooding the streets of Chicago last night, chanting "Killer Kamala" and other slurs, saying that Israel's days are numbered. Joining us now is Shabbos Kestenbaum. He's an American Jewish activist. He's a registered Democrat, and I believe that you'll be making your way here to Chicago soon. We have this video here of protesters waving signs, feminists and LGBTQ for a free Palestine. We have so many things, Shabbos, that just don't make any sense. And I know that we would love everybody to understand what is happening if you are LGBTQ plus in Palestine, for example, or in Gaza, what would actually happen to you. But what's happening here in Chicago, does it concern you as a Jew and as a Democrat?
I have been a registered Democrat since the day I turned 18. I have only voted for Democrats. I'd like to think the last 10 months I've been calm, cool, and collected, but I am so sick and tired with the election less than 100 days away of pretending that this anti-American, intellectually challenged, allergic to reality, petulant children have any role in normative policymaking or in electoral politics. They want a ceasefire. They want a two-state solution. Hamas rejected a ceasefire 2 days ago and then sent a suicide bomber to go blow up Jews. That is the reality that we are dealing with in the Middle East. And let me remind not only my fellow Democrats, but to the American people, this war could be over the minute Hamas releases the goddamn hostages and surrenders. But we have been perpetrating a fantasy that Jews are somehow colonizers in the very land that they are literally named after. And universities, college students, the media, and far-left politicians have fed into this fantasy. And that's this crap that you're seeing at the DNC right now in Chicago of 100,000 people who really can influence policy. And that's what so concerns me as a Democrat and as a Jewish American.
Shabbos, well, I appreciate your passion, and I share it. Conditions that protesters want Harris to agree with. I just want to put these up on the board for everyone to see. They want a private meeting with Harris. They want an arms embargo on Israel. Apparently, they are not getting that. That's not in the platform here. And a change to the Democratic platform, moving U.S. foreign policy away from Israel. I don't think they're going to get any of that. But will Kamala Harris decide to try to ignore these protesters or take them on? President Trump is aggressively and I believe authentically, genuinely trying to reach out to American Jewish voters and say, I should be the one that you choose to vote for in November.
I was at Trump's Bedminster golf course on Thursday. I was sitting front row with two other college students. And Trump, you can love him, you can hate him. He laid out clear policies that would combat anti-Semitism, that would strengthen the bilateral Israel-U.S. relationship. Again, you can disagree with those policies, but there were clear, articulated policies. If the Democrats want people like me, who have only voted for Democrats in the past, to continue to support them, they need to make the case. And we just found out today that Kamala Harris had a secret meeting with the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan. And someone needs to remind the Democratic nominee for president that there are constituencies outside of Dearborn, Michigan.
Can you explain, Shabbos, can I interrupt and just have you explain why it matters about the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, and why it should matter to Kamala Harris and to the people you're talking to?
Because the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan, forget about the fact that he celebrated October 7th. Forget about the fact that the Wall Street Journal called Dearborn, Michigan the jihadi capital of the United States, because increasingly there are people in Dearborn, Michigan who are quite literally funding Iranian proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. It matters when Kamala Harris meets with those people and then doesn't invite, for example, Jewish college students or leaders of the Orthodox Jewish community and tells them or articulates the policies that she will put in place. There are still 8 American Jewish hostages living in terror tunnels in Gaza, and we have not heard from the president what clearly she will do to put pressure on Hamas, who now rejected the ceasefire that she keeps talking about. So I know I sound upset, and that's because I am upset. I want to vote for the Democratic Party. I want to have a clear reason to vote for the Democratic Party, but it seems that they are not intent on listening to Jewish voters, and Donald Trump is on his way to receive the most Jewish votes since Dwight Eisenhower. That's how bad the Democratic Party have made this situation. And they can change it if they want, but it seems like they're either unable or unwilling.
I have so many more questions for you. I don't have enough time, but I hope you'll stay in touch with us, because the story is just sort of in the middle of the story right now, but we share the passion, and we thank you for coming on.
Thank you. I'll see you in Chicago.
Okay.